Mm. When is watching? Yeah, Jeff, I'm alive. How's it going? Got lots of snow here. Hi, Ron. How you doing? Pretty good. Just doing a little update on this cold line building. Screen is black. Well, it seems like everybody else can see me, Brando. It's not black on my end. Funny, Jeff. Maybe they need my glasses. Huh? I'm just doing a little update. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube has been having a few issues in the past, so I don't know if that has anything to do with Google Plus or whatever. Okay, Brando. Well, this is a little update. I got the seats mounted in the cold. I got the motor in. Well, not. It's just sitting there. Just to make sure that it all fits. As you can see, it all fits. Just the glare from the light. But I use panel liner for inside the carb. I got the rack and piston steering. Oh, get a pointer. Got the rack and pistons steering in here. It's all mounted. I got the steering shaft going from the rack and piston through the firewall to the seats. Right. As you can see, I got all four wheels on there. Mine froze. Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let's see. Got the dash with the gauge on it. See? I painted this gunmetal, this dashboard. So the next time you see this, guys, the interior will be all in. All done. Okay, Ron. But anyways, as you can see, it looks pretty good with that motor in there. Freaking quite a bit of motor for a small car, though. What do you think? I don't know if you guys know it, but the Pro Stocks, when they first came out, they ran 2 seats. And what they do is when they ran the quarter mile, their crew chief would be at the other end of the track to give them the time slip of how well they did down the quarter mile. Yeah. Yeah, you can see that rack and piston is right in there. See, it's all hooked up. See that? Oh, that's better. See that? Some of the engine parts I got to put on after once the motor's installed because it's such a tight fit. But you can, as you can see, guys, I don't use too much aftermarket stuff. As you all know, that I live in Canada, so with our dollar being so low, it's very hard, very expensive to get aftermarket stuff for us. Thanks, Ron. I got my son. I put clear on. My son put clear on his Camaro. Just hold on, I'll show it to you. Oh shoot! Oh, that's wax. He was waxing it. You can see, he's got a nice shine to it. And this is folk art paint. Jeff, thanks for the tip on how to mix that folk art paint. It's starting to work out for us. Yeah, Ron. True. I had a Gremlin. Like a lot of people don't like Gremlins, but I had a Gremlin as a drag car quite a while ago, and it had a V8 in it, and I put a 427 rat motor in it, and I tell you, that went down the quarter mile like a bat out of hell. But you had to pretty well hold your both hands on the steering wheel, I tell you. The body panels, you thought it was going to fall off it. But that AK Chrome that I used for the valve covers, that turned out nice. And the carbs are painted with Tamiya gold. So but I don't know if you can see the coils better now. See that? See the coils in the back, I think. Oh, I guess you can. But anyways, just a quick update. You know, I don't want to get too far ahead, especially if somebody is trying to build something similar to this, or pro street or pro mod or whatever. What are you using for your solenoids, Brando? Are you putting solenoids on the side of the car by the curbs? I am. Yeah, well, I've been posting like 2 live feeds in a week, so Whenever I got some free time and I'm a little bit, ahead of the project, then I show it. I don't want to be too far ahead. Oh, okay. So did you make the solenoids, or the solenoids were already cast on manifold? Changing diapers, probably. Right, Adam? I think for my son to paint this car, he did a great job. You know, that's this paint here. This paint here. Yeah, a lot of diapers. Yeah, I know. I don't miss those days, I tell you. I had my share of it. Oh yeah, it's a pretty well detailed, Brando. Or who did you get it from? Because I make my own solenoids. If you want to know how to make them, um, let's see. Let's hold on. If I can find it. What I use is aluminum tubing, not this size. One size down from this. And what I do is I just cut a piece off and I fill the end either with white glue or just a plastic rod that will fit in that hole. That's what I do. And that's how I make my solenoids. And I got this tool too uh, for bending aluminum tubing. But what I do is I get a brass rod that'll fit in here and I cut it at an angle. So when you put the aluminum tubing in there, it doesn't kink it. I'll have to show you guys how that's done. Works a lot better. And that way you don't kink it. You don't have to fill up the aluminum tubing with anything or whatnot. So, yeah, Jeff showed me how to mix it properly. I'm gonna make it's called Jesus Juice. Uh, Gil put a video on it, so I'm gonna make some of that up. So that way I got a mixture all the time. Okay, yeah, I think I've seen it, Brando. I think I've seen it. Was that from VGR Resin? I think was that the company you got it from? Oh, he's talking about a real car. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry about that. I thought it was a model. Okay. My apologies. Misunderstood. Yeah, I might get back into real drag racing again. I got a 55 Chevy at my dad's, so I'm gonna build it as a gasser. Maybe I'll show you. So did you see this, Adam? No problem. My very first drag car run was a 55 Chevy. It was from my dad. I got it when I was 16. Worked on it for 2 years. Had a flip front end on it. Ran as a gasser, two fours. And I, and the funny part is I had it street legal. Yeah, mine was called Badass. It was blue and white, and it had fender well headers, and then it had cap offs. And you took the caps off so that way you don't have to drop your mufflers when you drag race. Yeah, well, with the price of gas today, Ron, I'm kind of glad I don't own some of the cars I had when I was younger. I tell you, I'd be running to the gas station every freaking so many miles. Would have to buy a gas station, be a lot freaking cheaper. I tell you. So, Brando, did you get your wiring from eBay yet? Yeah, I drive. When I had my 55 Chevy from my dad, I drove it on the street and as a gasser. And I tell you, like, oh, it's crazy. My last car was a 68 Nova SS with a 502 crate motor in it. And it had nitrous and 33-inch tires in the back. Yeah, on my 55 Chevy, yes, Brando. I painted them white because if you leave them chrome, they discolor after a while from the heat. That's why Bill Jenkins, if you ever notice his cars, I don't know if you have followed Bill Jenkins or whatever, but he painted his transmissions and motors black. And the reason for that is so he can see the oil stains. And not only that, they don't overheat because the sun doesn't penetrate the black. And he had a white gas tank. Wow. Yeah, where you get it from? China? Hi Zeno, how's it going? I was just showing the rack and piston steering. As you can see, it's all mounted. See that? And then I got the steering shaft going to the rack and piston to the interior, and we got the seats in too. Yeah, it's getting there, Zeno. I know it's a long series, but look at it this way: if somebody never built anything like this, then it's best that I every time I have an update just to show it, so that way it doesn't confuse you or you get lost. So did you put your order into a Micromart, Zeno? Yeah. Yeah. Once my videos are done, then it's posted on my channel, so you can always go back to it and check it out. Yeah, I get a lot of stuff from China, Brando. Hey, free shipping, what can I say? Yeah, yeah, you can spend a lot of money at Micromart, I tell you. I think this thing here, this thing here that I bought, I think I paid like 60 bucks for it 15 years ago, I guess, and it still works. And that saws brass, aluminum, wood, plastic, any angles, straight edge. It's a cutoff saw. It's got a like a vise in there, and you can adjust it so you can cut angles and all sorts of things. Like the blade is like 15 years old and it still works. And the thing is, it cuts straight. There's no burrs or flash or nothing. It cuts straight through. And this is another handy tool I got from Micromart. This one here. But that power one works a lot better than this. This one doesn't like it. If you don't hold it straight, yeah, it'll cut at an angle. And I got this tool. I don't know if you can see that. It's for removing mold and seam lines and sink marks. So, and that's from Micromart too. I buy a lot of tools from there whenever they have a good deal on going on. Yeah. Well, that's just let's see if I can find it. This tool here, this tool here has a real big blade in it. Pull it out. See? What it does, it removes mold lines. Like, let's see if I can find something. But like if you got a mold line, you know, it'll take it right off like that. Hi, Butch. I was just showing, I got the rack and piston in. See? And I got the steering shaft in, and I got the seats in. I don't know why this camera, is this camera showing everything backwards or what? Like, are you seeing the way I'm seeing it or what? You're quite welcome, Zeno. I'll tell you what, I'll send you my Christmas list and you can buy it from Michael for me. Hey, there's an idea. Give me your email address, and I'll send you my list. Yeah, I did. I got the gauge cluster done too, Butch. Okay. Oh, fuck. No, now it won't focus. It focused earlier, now it won't. No, no. But anyways, the gauges aren't in there anyways. Thanks, Butch. That's highly appreciated from a guy that does amazing work on drag cars, I tell you. Amazing work. I would love to see it, right in front of me, but who knows? Maybe one day. Yeah, that mold remover, Brando, is a handy tool. This is another handy tool. Is this one here? This one here. I use this like you wouldn't believe for everything. But I eyeball a lot of things, so it's kind of hard for me to do certain things. So, but the next time you guys see this, the interior will be all done, and I'll be starting on the motor. So I probably will show you guys how I wire the motor. Put like angle spark plug boots into the valve covers. So I gotta see if Slicks has the rod shop decals done already or something, because I gotta get a set. So Butch, did you figure out how to work out that 57 Chevy you're working on with the rad and all that stuff? Oh, Butch, my son painted this. Now, isn't that nice? And that's that folk art paint. He used his new airbrush that he got last Christmas. That's good. That's what I figured, Butch. Yeah, I think so too. And there's no clear coat on this yet. That is straight folk art paint. Like he's got to teach me how to freaking use that paint, man. Does a better job than I do. He mixed it himself too. What a kid. It's only 11, but it's going on 30. Aren't they all like that? Yeah, I was gonna put photo etch seatbelts in this Colt, but there's so much scratch building in it. I said no, I can't. I can't be bothered this time. I'm gonna show you guys how I do it the next time. Yeah, I ordered some LED strips for that display case, Butch. I should get them by next week. Hopefully before Christmas. No, never heard of them. Sino. Is that European company or something? No, must be something new. No, I never heard of them. No, no idea, Zeno. Sorry. Is it a new company, Zeno? Hi, Spunky. Welcome to my Drags Nut garage. How's it going? Oh, is he on Facebook, Zeno? He must be fairly new. See, that's doing Coops, Willie's Coops on Facebook. If he's new, Zeno, I would wait. Because a lot of these new guys, they get way too much orders, and then you're gonna have to wait forever to get your stuff. So I would wait until he's established his name a little bit before I would order from him. That's my personal opinion, Zeno. I've been burnt quite a few times from resin casters, so I'm a little bit wary when it's somebody new. Why is that, Spunky? No problem, Zeno. It's just the way I am. I got burnt 3 or 4 times, and no, uh, I would just wait. Wait until he establishes his name and he gets a good follow up. money is hard to you know, to come by. So, holy crap, this is at 35 minutes. Wow. The longest I had been on live lately. Yeah, you got that right, Butch. Lookout was really bad, and unreliable resin is another bad one. Well, Spunky, it seems like you're doing pretty good to me. Okay, Brando, I'll do that. I should be getting new shop carts within the new year. Okay, it's just that I've been busy with this cult buildup, so I'm going to be started casting my own parts, but just for my own personal thing. I ordered some of that blue stuff. I'm going to see how that works. I'll let you guys know how it works. If it works as good as they say, I will do a how-to on YouTube about it. That is my email, Brando. I'm on a different computer, so it won't show up on my main computer. So just email me, and then I will. I'll give you my address. Okay. Well, what kind of paint are you using, Spunky? If, if my if I may ask. Yeah, just send me an email, Brando, and I will send you my address. But I should have shop cards probably after the new year. I'm going to keep the same shop card as I have. I try this paint, Spunky. You won't be sorry. This or Skull Finishes. My son did this, Spunky, and that is folk art paint, and it's not even clear coat. and he mixed the paint himself. No problem, Spunky. Just ask. Uh, there's a lot of us that share our knowledge, but then there is some that don't share anything. That's just the way it goes. But when you guys make that rack piston like I did, make sure you make the do your bends first uh, to hook up to those control arms before you glue it in. Just a word of mouth. Because if you do it the other way, uh, you won't get it. You won't get it right. So, Brando, did you get my email? Yeah, I'm not a so you know, I'm not a big fan of resin either. This is a resin body, okay? But as you can see, it's pretty thin. But then there is some that are very, very thick. So you got to thin them out. Yeah, you need a mask. That stuff is potent, man. Potent. It all depends what kind of resin they use, too. But like I've had some resin bodies, and I tell you, they were thick, and I mean thick. Butch can even tell you that some are really thick. When they first started resin casting bodies, oh my God, you drop the sucker, million pieces automatically. As soon as you drop it, that's it. I see a few people are taking away their products from Shapeways within the new year. So if you guys want any drag racing stuff or anything from Ron Olson, you better get it now because after the new year, he's not going to have his parts on there anymore. Like this one here, what I had to do is I had to grind inside the fender wells, and I wear a mask for that because this was like so thick, it's crazy. I don't think Ron understood your question, Zeno. Oh, what site for Olson? Just look for Ron Olson. Uh, I Yeah, Jimmy Flintstone, very thick. Yeah. Uh, uh, Motor City was another one. Ron. Oh, bad. When they first started, unbelievable junk at first. Unreliable, unreliable realistic resin is another one. His stuff is crap. I hate to say it, but it is. I got some of his stuff, and it's somewhere. That's as far as it's gonna go. His name is Ron Olson. So, just look up on Shapeways and Ron Olson. If I presented my email address, just send me an email, and I'll send you the links. So, Brando, did you get my email, or are you here still? What's an attraction, Zeno, is that most resin bodies never been presented before as a model kit. And that's the reason why a lot of people bring out these resin bodies that no model kit was ever out of it. So that's the reason for it. Like this Dodge Colt was never a kit. It was a Japanese kit at one time. But then uh, somebody took it over and decided to make a Dodge Colt out of it. And that's how far it went. But some of these bodies need a real major cleanup. Like I said, in the fender wells, in all four fenders, I had to grind inside because this area was too thick. Look at the hood. Well, it's not too bad. But look at the thickness. Like it's not bad, but then it's got this like rib thing. But it's not accurate. But then it's a drag car, so it's usually a fiberglass hood anyway. So yeah, that's right. Like I got one resin body in there, and if you can see it, it's the blue one. The second one from the top is Jungle Jim's Ultra Wheelbase Nova, and that was resin. Okay, Zeno, I will send you the links to Ron Olson. Um, Butch in here, he ordered quite a bit of stuff from him. He's got a lot of stuff, a lot of old, lot of drag stuff. So you'll like that. As soon as I get off here, Zeno, I'll send you an email, okay? I'll send you the links. Well, guys, that's about it. I gotta get ready pretty soon for work. Thanks for joining with me, and I hope you learned something from this because I enjoy showing you guys. You know, it's enjoyable. You'd be surprised how much work it takes to present something like this, but it's worth it. But anyways, guys, thanks for dropping in, and I hope you learned something from this. Any questions, just PM me. I will respond to them. As you can see, I did post my email in here. So any questions, you can also email me. So I'm signing off, guys. Thanks again, and enjoy your night. I got to go to work, but I'm off tomorrow, so I might have a video up tomorrow. The Green Reaper done going to start soon. So, anyways, guys, that's it. I gotta go, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye for now.